Hey guys, I know I look crazy funny. This isn't for COVID. This is for all the smoke that is around us. It's pretty bad. It's pretty crazy. So, let's see. Turn around. Up there. There's ash in the air. And you're like, why are you hiking? We're hiking because we have to get to our next space because there's no water. So we have to get up to a place, but we still have to climb a lot. All right. Almost to a crab tree though. Hey guys, so I am out again at the Panorama Vista Preserve. I ran a little later today, so the dogs are in the car. It's really hot. They're in the shade in the car with the windows down. So I decided just to come out, do a real quick breathing session with you guys, and then just share a little bit of a devotional. Last week I talked about you can do hard things, and that's kind of going to be the theme. I'm actually going to go like these next maybe 14 days, I'm going to go through my hike with you guys. So today is going to be day one, and this is the devotional that Aaron and I did on day one. And it is from Amy Carmichael. All the devotionals are going to be from Amy Carmichael. You Are My Hiding Place, that's the book. And it's from Mark 6:56. And whenever he went into the villages, towns, or countryside, they placed the sick in marketplaces, and they begged him to let them touch even the edge of his cloak. And all who touched him were healed. So she goes on to say, when we spend time in prayer and meditation on God, that is our chance to touch the hem of his cloak. That is the time when he passes by. And when he does pass by, I love it. Some of him comes into us, and it can give us courage to face difficult things, or patience to bear the things or people. And then it can give us inner strength to go deeper than we thought we could, especially with everything still going on. It's going to keep going on. This is the normal now. So you might be asking, well, today I struggled, but tomorrow maybe I won't, or today's a good day. But every day brings with it its new challenges, and its new joys, and its new sorrows, and its new struggles. But the really good news is that God always passes by. He's always there for you to take your time in prayer, your time in meditation on him, on his word. He's always there for you to touch the edge of his garment, the edge of his cloak. And there's always something waiting for us in his word. And it doesn't matter if our struggle is inward or if it's outward, if it's mental, physical, emotional, all of that. We all have the chance to touch the garment and to have a little bit of him come into us. So day one, we had, some of you might be asking, why did you guys go hiking out into fire? So we went hiking our first day. We knew that the Castle Fire was going on, and the Castle Fire was south of the John Muir Trail. It was in the Golden Trout Wilderness, and it was a natural lightning strike fire, and it was something that was it wasn't going to harm the population. It wasn't going to get near us. It was just going to be smoke for a few days, and we've done that before. We've been in smoke because, you guys, it's California. There's always a fire somewhere, and we've hiked in smoke many times, multiple times. So that's what we were prepared for. And we knew by day 2 or 3 we would be out of the smoke and we would be on the trail. So if you were thinking, why did you guys go into the fire when you knew that the creek fire was happening? And it didn't happen until the middle of our trip. So that's why we weren't being unsafe. We were being very safe. Again, I'm always like safety first, girl. But that day, it was actually day 1.5. So we had spent the night at Chicken Springs Lake up at about 11,000 feet. And I knew what we had to do the next day. I knew what we had to do that day. And we had to go up about 2,000 more feet to Guyot Pass. and then we had to do a lot of up and down, but mostly up. And we had to like prepare ourselves, get ourselves to a place where we could climb Mount Whitney the next day. So in my mind all the time, my mantra is this, going north was what goes down must go up. Usually going south, what goes up must go down. And whenever there's any body water, creek, lake, anything like that, we're always going down. But then beautiful architecture of the trail, or going back up about 3,000 more feet, that might be an exaggeration. But that's what that day was going to be. And it was very encouraging to know that I could touch the hem of his garment and I would not be defeated, and I could face hard things. I could do difficult things. And we did end up, by the middle of the day, smoke had come in, and we did end up climbing in smoke and ash, and we wore our COVID masks just to help with that. But we had to keep going because in this section, about like 15-20 mile section, there's no water. Especially this year, it was super dry out there, so no water. So we had to keep going. And finally, when we got to our campsite, it was Crabtree, which is this beautiful open space. And I always see deer out there. We always see a lot of deer and bucks and that sort of thing. But some reason this year, and I'll probably say this again over and over, it was eerily quiet out there. Quiet as in no birds, very little chipmunks, and no other sounds. It was so eerily quiet out there this year. And it just gave you the sense of, okay, be on alert. There might be something going on. Or maybe it was just all the animals knowing that there's fire, moving, being quiet, that sort of thing. But anyway, there was that eerie quietness, and then there's the ash falling. And it was just like, and we needed to get water. So it was very difficult. But when we got to that meadow, I looked around, oh my goodness, I had never seen so many deer and bucks, like with huge antlers. It was amazing. It was like they could have like pulled the sleigh. There were so many of them. And they were just grazing. They were just grazing out in this meadow because there's a small creek that runs through it into a bigger area. And this is right before you get to the ranger station at Crabtree, before you can go to Guitar Lake, before you go up to Mount Whitney. So we decided to stay there that night, and it was amazing to, after such a hard day, after such doubt and fear of not being able to do the up down, to be able to sit with my feet in the water and look at these amazing deer, and it's just to be quiet and still. So I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you that, again, you can do hard things, you can do difficult things, and to pray, get in God's word. Go ahead and touch the hem of his garment. Let his strength, let his power move through you, move in you. You don't have to do this alone. Also, another thing that I wanted to say, I'm going to keep saying this over and over too. I stopped saying it for a while after the beginning of quarantine. So people that I've been talking to, the ones that I find that are processing this well, the quarantine, I mean, it's difficult, but the ones that are processing it well, that are able to stay focused and healthy, are the ones that have kept a normal positive habit from pre-COVID and have kept it through. One of the ladies I was talking to, she and her daughter was still doing ballet on Zoom. She was still taking a Pilates class and doing yoga. It's those things. Find that thing that you were doing pre-COVID that was healthy and bring it through. Or if you've been still doing it, I encourage you to keep doing it, keep bringing it through. It might not seem like it's doing anything, but it is. It's an anchor but you're also learning how to process your thing that you enjoyed in a new and different way. And it's also very normal too if the things that you loved before you can't stand to do right now, or it's difficult and you feel down and you feel depressed and you feel overwhelmed. That's okay. That's very normal. Know that this is normal and know that it will pass. You can process through this. But find little things. Find one little thing today that is specifically you and do it. Even if it's just singing a song, or writing a song, or writing a poem, or running outside, or taking a swim, even if the swim is just 5 minutes long. Something that is uniquely yours. Go ahead and do that today. I encourage you to do that. So let's do a little bit of breathing. Again, the bad air quality, it's not as bad today, but we'll do a little bit of breathing, a little bit of inhaling and exhaling just to get you motivated going through the rest of your day. Oh, I also wanted to tell you about, there's a good app. You can get it on Apple or Google. It's called Tactical Breather, and it's a great little breathing app. I used to use it when I would have constant anxiety or panic attacks, like especially before going into a grocery store or something. There was a time when I was very anxious about even getting out into public, so I would sit in the car and I would do the Tactical Breather. I would breathe through with her saying, breathe, inhale and exhale, and then I would be able to go. So that is a great little app, especially if you're like, I don't have time, I can't remember how to breathe. She will tell you what to do. Her nice little voice will tell you what to do. But let's go ahead and do some inhaling and exhaling, and as always, you can use your arms, or you don't have to. Follow what your body will let you do. Modify it for what you need. So let's go ahead, inhale and sweep our arms up towards the sky. And then exhale and press this down. And inhale and lift this up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and lift this up. And exhale and press this down. Let's do 2 more like that. Again, just a short breathing session today. And then you guys can go take on your day, or go do some yoga, or go do something that's uniquely yours. So let's inhale it again. And exhale and press. And one more time, guys. Inhale in deep. And exhale and press. Hopefully that got your brain going, your neurons, got your endorphins, everything going a little bit so you can face a little bit more, get a little bit stronger. All right. Thanks for joining me. Remember that you are seen, you are heard, you are valuable, you are important, you have a voice and you have a choice. You can't control what others do or say, but you can control how you process and how you respond. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.